What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Not Made in Japan podcast. We're just a couple of friends that talk about everything from anime, manga, and general culture topics. With me today, we have Tanner
Hey guys, what's up?
and Nick.
What's going on, guys?
Zach is still somewhere between here and Wonderland, so we might never see him. I'm just kidding. He should be back next week. This week, we are going to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen, the first 16 chapters. Before that, we got a little bit of news and then a couple of things. I think each of us has opinions. I'll ask some questions. Let's see what we're going to get.
The biggest news, though, we got our art finally.
We do have our art. You will see it on the screen now. You see myself depicted as Ichigo. You'll see Tanner depicted as a rather short Sasuke. And you see Nick depicted as Zoro. And also Zach is there too. But we've never seen Zach, so. First bit of news.
Well, here, let's just get to this. The Tanner one is very realistic because, Tanner, not the tallest guy we know.
Anyway, on to the news. I might edit that out because that was a really awkward silence.
Sorry, I zoned out.
Okay. First bit of news, Attack on Titan. So, like I said, first off, let me say, last week, Nick and I recorded an episode, but I didn't post it because it was kind of subpar. And it was just kind of forced.
It happens.
But, so I'll recap one bit of news that segues into this one. Last week, there was an earthquake that hit as Attack on Titan, the latest episode was airing. So that episode did not get posted in its completion. But as of recording this, both have been aired in Japan and posted on all streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
So there are two episodes. I haven't watched them yet. I am very excited to watch them. I'll probably watch those and the newest Jujutsu Kaisen episode tonight.
Oh yeah, you got to do that for sure. I'm caught up on everything right now.
Hey, you're ahead of me for once. How's it feel?
Not One Piece.
I'll never be ahead of anybody on One Piece.
See, I thought you were about to say I'd never catch up, but that's not true because we're going to have bets in place one of these days, and Tanner watching One Piece is going to be one of those bets.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
I will bet 100 episodes. I will bet you like anything. I'll bet a coin flip that you have to watch 100 episodes of One Piece, and I'll just do that to you. You have to watch 50 episodes at a time or 100 episodes at a time.
No, I'm not doing it. I just want to hear the next news piece now.
Cowboy Bebop. Season 1 for the live action on Netflix has been completed in filming, so it'll get posted who knows when.
Nice.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully it's good. I love Cowboy Bebop.
Haven't seen it.
It's really good. It's one of Zach's favorites.
Oh, Zach.
It's older, but it's really good.
It's
and they're getting a live action.
It's very episodic, so it's like hard to be invested in it because it's like not too much of an overarching arc. Like a lot
what
of
was that
like,
word that you used? Episodic?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody ever say that in my life.
I'm gonna say it was an interesting. I think that was the word of the day on his calendar. He had to use it.
Are you kidding me?
Anyway, next bit of news.
You think that highly of me to think that I have a calendar.
Or a word of the day.
That's fair. See, I was thinking he had like a 5-year-old calendar and he's just finally getting to taking a day off.
Nice.
Demon Slayer.
Ooh, love it.
The movie Mugen Train, the theater release date has been announced. April 23rd, it will be in theaters.
For all to see?
Yeah, you can buy tickets. And then June 22nd, it goes digital. So what we could do is we could all wait and watch it together.
Or I'm gonna go buy.
I'm gonna go see it in theaters. I'll say I waited, but I'm not going to.
No, it's not happening.
We could just all go see it in theaters and then
the same
talk
day?
about it after that.
Yeah. Oh, we could do that. We could dedicate a podcast to it.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's what we're gonna do next. Not next. But
no, that's not. We need another month. Hold on.
What do you mean? I have a time machine. We're doing it.
Our next episode will be released in 1 month. We're just skipping weeks, skipping months.
It'd be a good episode.
While talking about Mugen Train, the Oscar nominations have been released, and Demon Slayer got snubbed.
Yeah, that's a ripoff.
The Demon Slayer movie, nor any anime movies, will be nominated for the 93rd Oscars.
It's because
not like
they
it was gonna
don't
win.
like anime.
Yeah, no. It's literally the top selling movie to ever come out of Japan. It's just like,
If that doesn't show the Academy Awards are fucked up, then I don't know what does.
well, I mean, there are no reasons that some things from Studio Ghibli haven't been nominated for anything in the Grammys. Studio Ghibli had some phenomenal OSTs and stuff.
Interesting.
Whatever though. Toonami has, believe it or not, Toonami's still going on. If you didn't know, Toonami is set to premiere Promised Neverland season 2. So good for Toonami.
Toonami was the robot, right?
Yeah, that's the robot sitting in the chair in space.
I remember him or her. I don't know what gender.
It was a guy's voice, so it might be a guy. So here are the next couple pieces of news.
Naruto messed up.
Honestly, Jujutsu Kaisen sold another 1.2 million copies in the time between March 8th and March 14th.
Awesome.
You love to see it. Black Clover will have this is direct quotes, serious announcement in Weekly Jump this week.
Ooh,
so
a serious announcement.
Serious announcement.
What do we think classifies the word serious?
I don't know. There's been a lot of shady stuff going around, like the studio that's been airing it and stuff like that. So I have no idea what's going to happen. It could just be them announcing it as a weekly, or it's not as a seasonal show. Or it could be something like, yeah, we're going to release movies. That's it.
Nice.
Which, who knows?
We shall see.
My Hero, the latest chapter title was leaked. Do you want to know what the latest chapter title is?
Yes.
Okay, that's a very one-sided response.
Yes.
I know you want to hear, but I don't think Nick wants.
Nick? Is Nick alive?
I think Nick might have died. Okay. Well, you and me, Tanner.
Yes, I want to hear it.
So the title is Openings of
Hold on. I've been kind of half listening. I got a call from a school board member during just randomly. So
all right, this is all getting edited out. This whole little bit is getting edited out. So we'll go back to, I'll start over. My Hero, the latest chapter has been leaked. The latest chapter title. Do you want to know what that title is?
Yes.
Nick, would you like to know what the title is?
I don't really care. Sure.
Okay. It's titled Openings of the Final Chapter.
Wow.
So
I heard that it was getting to I heard it was getting to the end of My Hero Academia.
I feel like that's a lot of stuff to wrap up. That's a lot of stuff.
Well, that's
going
like
on.
you claiming that One Piece will end in 2 years when
I think it will end in 2 years.
It will not.
Tanner,
it's not
how
possible.
does he always bring One Piece up?
Any conversation we have, One Piece is going to be coming up.
So that's all the news.
I think I've confirmed that it is now in my it's my number one. I'm just gonna stop lying to myself saying that Hunter x Hunter's up there with it. It's not.
Relevance high.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So before we get into the Jujutsu Kaisen, Nick, you had something you wanted to say?
Your big news, or what were you saying?
The what?
Something you said.
You
about
literally
Brice.
said in the group message you had something you wanted to say on the podcast.
Oh, I didn't. I wasn't saying. I said
that peaked my microphone. That was lovely.
Hey.
The bombshell.
Yeah, the bombshell. What's the bombshell?
Oh, me and Brice already talked about it.
Did we?
Yeah, it was the.
I wasn't listening earlier. I told you that.
It was the Getsuka Tensho thing.
Oh, that the latest. Not the latest. It's the last week's episode of One Piece. Rogers literally uses a Getsuka Tensho, and Tanner agreed. It literally looks like a Getsuka Tensho.
Oh yeah.
And then they put Ichigo's Getsuka Tensho voice over it, and it was hilarious because it fits
big time.
And Nick is trying to say that wasn't a straight ripoff of Ichigo.
That was a straight ripoff.
I mean, maybe it wasn't intended to be a ripoff, but that's literally a Getsuka Tensho. It's black and red.
Confirmed.
Huh? What did
Roger
you say?
would slap Ichigo.
I don't have an opinion on this. I'm not gonna get. We're not gonna sidetrack.
We're not doing a fight podcast.
We're even gonna keep this part.
Probably
Yes.
not.
No,
'Cause you've
I'm
been
only
jacking
editing
it up.
out. I was only editing out the first attempt at the My Hero thing.
Oh,
Now I got whatever. I'll just keep this, and now I'm not doing much editing. It takes too much work.
What's next?
That's all the stuff I have for news.
I don't have any news.
Nick is
I got a
almost
puppy.
done original Naruto.
yeah.
That's
Original
probably about
Naruto
it.
is almost done.
How you liking it? I want to hear your a couple thoughts. I want you to keep it brief. Don't go crazy.
Okay. So, I mean, I did send that fairly long message into our group chat about like some of my overall thoughts. I will say it has
Yeah,
kept
try
my
to do this without
attention.
comparing it to One Piece.
Yeah,
It is.
please. For the love
It
of
has
God,
kept.
try.
Okay, so it has kept my attention more than Bleach did. Bleach, I like couldn't watch without like constantly sitting on my phone because I was kind of bored.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's because you're just not smart enough.
I guess not.
Boom
But
roasted.
It's the same reason
I
you couldn't
think
finish Code Geass.
Code Geass I kept trying to watch while I was playing video games, so that's one of the
That's
issues.
just
That's impossible.
I know. That's why I stopped watching it. I might watch that soon. But no, OG Naruto, I think it's good. I think it's pretty solid. Um it's not going to be like one of my top 10 favorites. I'd say it's probably not even as good as like a Magi, but I think it's a solid show. I would put it probably around how well I liked One Punch Man.
I loved One Punch Man.
I mean, I liked One Punch Man, but I didn't like love it, love it. I would say it's very similar to like Fairy Tail, but Fairy Tail's a lot more. I'd say Fairy Tail made me laugh a lot more.
that's Fairy Tail's literally a comedy action show.
Yeah.
There are very few things in Fairy Tail to take seriously.
Yeah. And I don't love that I have to skip like 50 episodes at a time in OG Naruto.
You literally do that once.
I know, but like still that's a
So
lot of
he's trying
filler.
to say 50 at a
My
time,
God.
like it happens multiple times. It
All
There's
happens
a
right,
lot
Nick,
of
once.
we really appreciate your opinions on Naruto. I'm glad you can formulate other opinions except for One Piece. On to
Right.
the next topic.
Tanner, anything you want to say before we get into this topic?
No, I'm ready to rock and roll, man.
All right. So jumping into Jujutsu Kaisen. Spoiler warning, obviously, for the first 16 chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen. I think it's like the first 9 episodes, maybe. I don't know the exact translation, but it's something like that. Nick, what are your thoughts on Jujutsu Kaisen so far as a whole?
So honestly, at this point, I feel like this could be part of like trying to read that side story, the point
Yeah.
1, point 2,
So
point
a
3.
note. Nick read The Cursed Child, the first 2 chapters of The Cursed Child before he started reading it because Viz has it before the story begins.
I have not read it, but I'm probably going to go back and read it after this episode.
Tanner, you'll understand it. Nick did not understand it because it's a lot of like
You've got to
modern
understand the
stuff.
concepts and stuff from the show.
Yeah.
So
okay.
it was kind of hard for me to follow, which made it hard. I think it made it harder for me to understand what was going on like during the early parts of the actual manga.
Mm-hmm.
But
Now
honestly,
that
I
you're
think
past that kind of initial confusion, what are your thoughts?
I think it's really good. I'm enjoying it, especially the Gojo and Jogo fight. I think that was
Yeah, we'll get to that when we get to
that
there.
was pretty good. I
I
think
always
that
forget Jogo's name. I just
Well,
call him
I was-
Lava Man.
Yeah, same. I do the same thing.
Well, see, I'm really upset that was that was a very
Wait.
underwhelming character. They
It's
set him.
animated beautifully, by the way. Just
We're
wait till you
we're
get to
gonna-
that.
Yeah,
We're gonna go
we're
individually about that, so you can tell that later. I was just your
Yeah.
thoughts as a whole thus far.
I think it's been solid. I don't think that there's a ton of detail in the like art and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but honestly, I think it does the trick. I think it's pretty good thus far.
Yeah, and
Nice.
it being kind of that simpler thing is that when I was talking about the animation with you, and I think it was when we did the Crunchyroll Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Tanner, I don't know if you listened to that episode because you weren't
I did.
available. I edited that picture of Yuji. I'll just call him Itadori because that's easier. I put that picture of Itadori And the cursed energy when it's animated looks a lot like those traditional Japanese Chinese kind of scroll art.
Yuji-san.
Exactly. And I think that really they left it basic so that the animation could really do what they wanted with, which I
The
appreciate.
animation was phenomenal. I mean, I think
Mhm.
the animation of this series is going great. After reading 316 and watching the series, I think they're super spot on.
Yeah. It's not
And
one of
that's
those ones that's deviating.
yeah, and that's a lot to say for a series that you could just watch the episodes up until this point and then know everything we're talking about.
Mhm.
So if you haven't read, I really don't think there's any spoilers if you've watched.
Yeah, if you've watched the first 10 episodes, there's no spoiler.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? This is your first time reading a manga, Tan.
This is. Because I've watched it first, it's slow rolling because most of it's like kind of skim work, so
Yeah.
it's easy to go through. I think once I surpass the animated part,
Mhm.
I'm gonna get really into it. So I'm just kind of waiting for that moment to happen.
So I will say that. So we did confirm, right? Nick, you confirmed that next week is the last episode for this season.
In so hold on. In like 4 days, it will be.
That's when it airs in Japan.
Yeah. And it usually gets subbed about a day after, doesn't
It comes out on Saturdays,
Okay, so
right? Saturdays, right, Tanner?
Fridays.
Was it Friday night? Might be Friday
Comes out
night.
on Fridays, but I don't watch the dubbed version, so I don't know.
I don't either. I watched the sub. What the hell are you trying to say, Tanner?
I don't think they have dubs yet, do they?
Oh, I
It
thought
has
you were.
it has a dub.
I was about to say I thought you were saying it translated a day late.
No,
So if it
like they
does, that
put
would
the
be-
translation, like the word at the bottom. the
Oh,
sub.
yeah, it
Yeah.
comes out on Friday.
Hmm.
It's Fridays.
Okay.
Positive. Final answer.
Final answer Friday.
Yep.
Yeah, so the 27th is, so that's 6 days from now. That's when the final episode comes out.
Okay, so that's good. That means after I forget the name of it, the cursed painting, is that what it's called? That little arc?
I'm not sure.
Whatever's after the exchange event, the death painting. Death painting is the name of it. It's 10 chapters, 3 episodes.
That's going to be the last one.
At the end of that is when they go and do the seasonal break.
How long is that going to be?
I don't know. Might
A
be
year.
a couple months. I don't know if it'll be a full year.
Please don't let it be a year.
But the thing is, we have so much manga to read. So after that, there are 15 chapters about Gojo's past.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I know you're
So
excited
wait,
for
how
that.
far into the manga is the show?
So hold on. So next time we're reading to 54.
Chapter 54.
Okay, but this brings an interesting point. Well, I guess that doesn't matter. No, okay. So we're reading to 54. Death painting ends around 64. Which so the first 24 episodes of the anime are the first 64 episodes of chapters of the manga.
If they're staying this close to the manga.
And they do, for the most part, I've heard.
Cool.
So maybe they'll end up doing like an Attack on Titan where they'll do short seasons like after this.
Well,
like
24 is pretty average.
Well, 24.
season.
Well, usually a show will do either 24 or 12.
Who can say the best Attack on Titan in Japanese?
Oh, don't look at me, dude. I can't. I don't think I can do it.
Nick?
I watched the dub. I have no idea.
It's still the title of the show.
Shingoki no Kyojin.
That was pretty good.
I speak a lot of random languages. I'd give that a 6 out of 10.
That's a solid 6.
So here's where the issue would be is that if they were to have another season with the same amount of chapters released, so that would put them to 128. Right now they're only in 140, so they might
they could do 2 seasons a year, 2 seasons. They could do like winter and fall or winter and spring.
They could.
Maybe.
I could see it being more like My Hero's release dates. It's
yearly,
about a year.
24 every year. Yeah.
I want more Demon Slayer.
Well, we'll get more Demon Slayer.
Yes.
It's literally a month, and then the next season will be starting like right after that's done.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've already
Is it
announced the release date for
October, isn't it?
I think it's
Nice.
something like that. Anyway,
I
back
think
to this. Jujutsu
October
Kaisen, that's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tanner, I know you and I have skimmed it. Is it as good as you thought it was going to be so far?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with Nick's point to the art. They're not going crazy with the drawings, but it is original. It's easy to flow through because the art is so simplistic. You can
But
pay more attention to what's going on in the interactions.
Yeah, I'll save this. I'll save this till we get to it because I'm going to talk about the Gojo Jogo fight. Fight. First, the introduction arc.
Gojo.
Right? The first 5
Gojo
chapters.
Jogo.
How'd you like the way they introduced Itadori?
I would say
classic happy-go-lucky.
He's kind of an idiot, yeah.
Yeah, classic
I mean,
happy-go-lucky. It's almost like Asta. Like I feel like he's got real Asta vibes to him.
They try to drive the point that he's very simplistic and doesn't really care. One thing that I did notice when I was reading that I don't think I noticed in the animation.
What's that?
Before his grandfather passes, he's talking to him and he's like, "Let me tell you about your parents." He's like, I told you, I don't care about that. Like,
I remember that.
well,
Yeah, he said, as far as I'm concerned, you're my parents.
Yeah, I don't remember that in the animation because I don't think I was paying attention to the interaction.
Okay, can I make a comment on that?
Of course.
That just tells me 100% that there's something special about his parents that's going to come up later on.
I agree.
Well, no, duh. That has to be. It's one of the entry level scenes. It has to like. That's all anime ever does. They've had like Minato, Kakashi.
Bro, they show you Minato.
Itachi.
I think they show Minato.
Yeah,
Minato gets shown before Naruto.
Yeah, they show the faces before they even show Naruto.
Crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, it's definitely gonna. I have a prediction. Do you guys want to hear it?
Well, let's save it till the end
About
of the podcast.
parents.
Yes, but we can save it. Let's save it.
I guess it's kind of relevant to this. It's up to you. You want to save it? Or you want?
I think his parents are going to be Sukuna worshippers, and we don't even know it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going out on a limb here.
That's tough.
I'm just like, it's going to be. I said it's going to be something crazy, and like they died doing the thing, and the grandpa was like, "Oh, I knew they were crazy and they were bad, so he took care of them."
I thought you were going to say, "Yeah, his dad's Gojo."
I could see.
I wish my daddy was Gojo.
Oh my god. Oh,
Tanner.
Jesus.
Sorry, I can't not come back to this.
So what's actually funny is I think Ashley went and listened to the Valentine's podcast today because she sent me one of those like iPhone things where you can record your face, like the animated face.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, "Oh, Gojo daddy."
Yeah.
Brice, you got some competition now.
Dude, I can't compete with Gojo. She literally said that too. It's unfair for 3D guys to compete with him or something like that.
It's not possible. You can't compete with Gojo.
I think she was making fun of you, Tanner, by the way.
Probably.
I think you're the one that said that.
I was super into it.
Yeah, you like white hairs and blindfolds.
You know what's been popping up on TikTok a lot lately is the scene with Kakashi fighting Itachi. And the number one comment is, "Why am I turned on right now?" And I'm like, "Are you serious?"
That's not right.
He's just sitting
All right,
there,
let's get back to it.
Smashing the like button again and again, just like
I can only like it one time. What is
this?
I
know, but yeah, we'll go back to it. What I just think I'm throwing that out there. Like I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm making an early assumption.
I loved his grandpa, by the way.
So you think that they were worshippers?
In some way, I don't really know what worshiping
like some
would
kind
look
of
like
revolution
in this
for the
universe
cursed
yet.
spirits.
Exactly. Like I think they're gonna be like, doing things they should not have been doing within a normal realm of things, and then it caused him to be a vessel.
Yeah,
I can see it almost being like opposites, like where
maybe
he was like
maybe the mom was a vessel when she gave birth to him. Maybe something like that.
I could see that. I could see there was one of them was like a sorcerer and the other one was a vessel or something.
Well, the thing is, they said how rare vessels were. It was like
it's like one in every 100
2 million people can actually be a vessel.
Yeah, but like time frame, I think it's like 1,000 or 100 to 1,000 years, something like that.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly how much, but I like how they introduced Yuji. I love that he was in like an occult club.
Yeah, I know, right?
I think that was really funny. I don't know if they
Mighty
meant that to be
convenient.
ironic, right?
He straight up just wanted to be part of Ghost Adventures.
Honestly. And now he is a ghost adventure.
Who are you gonna call?
Itadori.
Itadori.
All right, Megami.
Don't tell me that's a meme.
No, it's
No,
not.
but
We
it
should
should
create
be.
it.
Oh my
Megami.
god.
You heard it here
First
folks.
thoughts on Megami.
He's the one with the wolves, isn't he?
What?
Yeah, that's Megami. Megami's the one that summons the
Fushiguro.
yeah. I call him
He's
Megami
got like
'cause
12
that's
different
easier.
names, dude.
They do call him by a lot of things.
They call everybody by a lot of names except for like 4 people.
Yeah, Toto,
Tolo senpai.
Itadori, and Gojo.
Itadori-kun. Like everything
I
gets
just
a kun.
I love the exchange event so much. I can't wait till we get to that because I want to
I
talk
know.
about it.
First thoughts when Fushiguro comes in.
Just call him Megami.
Megami.
You know,
Why-
honestly, here's the only thing that comes to my brain when I hear Megami is the blue-haired girl from Food Wars.
From Food Wars, yeah.
Yeah, so can we call him Fushiguro for the sake of the podcast?
Sure,
or-
Fushiguro.
Oi! Well, I don't even know what I was.
I love
even know what I was-
Fushiguro. You were doing those
yeah.
TikToks where the one that originated from Aaron sitting on the bench outside the hospital. I love those TikToks.
Dude, they make me laugh so hard.
They shouldn't because it's so stupid.
But it's funny.
It's funny. You've seen
Does
them
this have
too, right,
anything to
Nick?
do with Jujutsu Kaisen?
No.
Yeah,
ADD.
Tanner keeps saying, "Oi!"
Yeah.
And no, they're the best. Nick, I thought I sent you the one where it had I forget what the context was, but it had Usopp edited into the Supreme clothes. I thought I sent you that one.
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go back and look.
Anyway, Nick, how you like Fushiguro?
I honestly, it just seems kind of like a bland character at the.
I think that's the
this
point. He's supposed to be bland right now.
He's supposed to not
Like,
care. You
he's
find out
white
why
bread.
he doesn't.
Yeah,
like,
you
get
find out why he doesn't care.
later.
Okay, so yeah, I think he's just so bland, and honestly, I think like his power would be a lot cooler, but he doesn't really use it in that great of a way.
You haven't seen power yet. You've
What
only
he can do.
seen the wolves and the owl, right?
Yeah,
He's got some crazy shit that he summoned.
I kind of wish he and the wolves acted more like Kiba and Akamaru. Not gonna lie.
Well, they can't just
Well,
rip.
the thing is, the
thing
wolves
off.
don't exist outside of him.
Yeah.
If they get hurt, they disappear because they're just cursed energy.
Oh,
Exactly.
But I
does
think
some
it'd
cool
be
stuff
funny
later.
if he and the wolves did Fang over Fang.
Gosh.
I think that'd be
Hey,
Hogan would
look
be
at
like,
that.
"Yep, no resemblance."
hey, look
Nick's
at
like
that. Look-
royalties. I want it.
Look at that. That's a Naruto reference from me.
I'm proud of you. Proud of you.
Good for you.
You have 2 shows you can reference now. I'm
You're
so proud.
expanding.
Character
You're turning into
development.
cultured.
I wouldn't go that far.
So
Tanner,
I
I've
think
watched
that
more anime than you.
This dude still puts ranch on his steak.
What? That sounds like a sin.
Oh.
That was the joke. That
Um
was the joke.
so I like Megami. I'm gonna keep calling him Megami. That's what I
Okay.
always call him. I like him.
all right.
I think he's a wannabe Sasuke to the point that like they tried to make him a parody of Sasuke.
I just think
Like,
we
he
have
feels
to.
like a parody of Sasuke.
I feel like
I
he's
think we-
closer to like a Yuno than a Sasuke.
I just
maybe.
think we have to think about these universes in 2 separate realms.
No, I definitely do. But before I saw Jujutsu Kaisen, anything about it, I heard people saying how it's trying to rip off Naruto.
Yeah, everybody claims that, but I think it's different. It's just like
I mean, okay, the only thing they have similar is they have a white-haired, blind, broken teacher,
That
and their
covers his
teams of
eyes.
3. I just
Yeah,
said
but then
blindfolded.
Itachi becomes unbroken. I mean, Kakashi becomes unbroken later. So
Bro,
maybe they'll pass
DMS Kakashi's busted.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Kakashi
Busted.
starts off
We'll
broken,
stop
gets
there.
unbroken when he gets destroyed by Itachi, and then I'm guessing he becomes
Yo, that
broken later
Genjutsu
on.
though, that was sick when Itachi puts him in that. Because he's like, I just have to use my Sharingan. And he's like, how did I get on this?
We're getting sidetracked.
Yes, Gojo. First introduction with Gojo. I love this scene where Sukuna takes over Itadori. It's animated so beautifully.
I agree. He just rolls in there and he's like, "Yeah, trade with him, swap out. I can kick his ass."
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, give him 10 seconds," and then like Gojo's like half stretching. Give him 10 seconds,
dude.
and then
So
Sukuna's like,
dude, Gojo's just so nonchalant attitude about fighting is hilarious.
So swaggy and flexing all the time.
He's
like,
a Kakashi
when he's in the middle of the fight and he just goes like, "Hold on a second," and then he runs, he grabs Itadori and brings him back.
Oh, I know.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Well, I think the
best part of this scene is when he sat on Sukuna. He literally sat on that man.
Dude, he's wild.
I don't know if you can tell in the drawing of it, but in the animation, he sits for like 30 seconds.
Oh, and he's just like running his mouth.
Oh, it's great. All right, and then
what's next?
Nobara? How do you say her name?
Who?
How do you say it, Tanner?
The girl?
Yeah.
Nobara?
Nobara? Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I think she's funny. I like her character so far.
Why? What's your favorite thing about her?
Not anything in particular. I just think she's funny how she's like, "I'm the most beautiful girl here," and then she walks up to that talent scout and is like, "Why don't you scout me?" And he's like, "I'm kind of busy."
Yeah, dude, she's mad.
She's funny. I think it just goes to show you how like psychotic all of this team are. They're all just crazy.
Kugisaki.
What do you think, Nick? What do you thought of Nobara?
I think I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion about her.
You haven't seen a whole lot of her yet.
I thought it was funny how she did like try and get the attention of that scout, and he's like,
I think her curse technique is kind of unique.
No.
Yeah, she hits cursed objects.
She uses curse. She hits things with her own.
But I think she could do more.
Yeah, because those aren't cursed objects. They're just
she just
objects. And then she had that broken ass voodoo doll ability.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That thing's wild.
I liked her. So overall, the introduction. What'd y'all think as an introduction? Was it good? Was it bad?
I think it was a good time. I think they did a good job in the introduction of all the characters.
Yep.
I think for her, I think they set her up. She's probably going to be a lot like a comedy relief type.
She boxes, dude. Wait till the exchange event. She boxes.
She does box.
It's really good.
Well, I haven't seen.
The more I say it, the more I want to like. I want to do the exchange event as its own because it's long and there's a lot to it.
I think we could do the exchange event as its own episode.
We could do Mahito next week as kind of like a mini one. 13 chapters. It's 13 chapters though. We'll think about it and talk about it at the end.
Yeah. Do we really want to go 2 weeks in a row with or 3 weeks in a row with Jujutsu Kaisen?
I mean, personally, yes, because I love Jujutsu Kaisen, but probably not a good idea. All right, into the Cursed Womb arc. Initial thoughts going into Cursed Womb.
Nick?
That was the prison, if you two need me to spell it out for you. The correctional facility.
Hold on.
Okay, quality.
Nick, it's when that kid shows up. It's when that kid shows up at the end.
Kid.
It's where they go to. It starts with that thing, that fetus being formed in the air, right?
Oh, I see.
And then they go to the correctional facility.
Field-looking place.
Well, it's the juvenile correction facility.
Yeah.
Place.
Did you read it, Nick?
I see. Yes, I did.
This is when they go into that special grades domain with the eyes all over its head.
Yep, I got it now. And then
did you not take notes, Nick?
No, I didn't. I just read it.
The one time Nick doesn't take 3 pages of notes.
I know, right?
That's true.
Is the one time we call on him first.
Well, I've been hoping to like hear you guys so it would jog my memory.
Oh my god.
Then...
Man.
Do you now have your memory jogged, Nick?
Yeah, now I see what it is. It's
okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I thought it was pretty cool, especially like towards the end when Sakura like takes Itadori hostage with his heart.
Don't get
I
too
really-
much specific, just overall themes right now that you like.
I thought it was pretty cool. Like honestly, they come in,
It
they
does a
fight
really
these.
good job of explaining domains,
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
which becomes broken, especially in the Lava Man fight.
I think it's important because you see a side of Fushiguro with Itadori when he's talking about the guy that everybody hated. He was just like a worker, and like the mother was like
Well,
mourning his
not everyone
death.
hated him. He drove on a suspended license or no license twice and killed somebody, right?
Yeah, he was just like not a good person.
He was a member of he was being corrected in the correctional facility.
Yeah, but you see that Itadori like just cares about everybody no matter what, and it's weird.
Because his grandfather cursed him with the protect as many people as you can.
Yeah.
I think
pretty much.
that's going to be significant, right? Because they keep saying cursed a lot. His grandfather gave him this curse, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it might be something down the line. Who knows? I loved the Cursed Womb because that's what the arc is technically called.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I think it was really good. It was short. It was 4 chapters long. It's only 2 episodes in the anime, but I thought it was a really good way to show you Sukuna's actual powers and then introduce domains.
Oh yeah, he beats the snot out of that one dude, and I don't know why the other guy kept fighting back.
Because cursed spirits aren't supposed to have logic, right?
Yeah,
they don't think.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But we see ones
So let's
that
start
do later
that
on.
special grade that was just absolutely destroying the team. Tanner, I'll let you go first because Nick needs his memory jogged.
You're talking about the one that has the eyes and like the black stuff.
Yeah, the special grade that Sukuna comes out.
He chopped off Yuji's hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everybody's just like, oh shit.
Oh, he's kind of strong.
Yeah, and he just goes off. And then what's her face disappears for like
Well, she gets separated.
She always gets separated. It becomes a common theme.
I mean, kinda.
Every fight I've seen, shit always happens. Maybe she's the one pulling the strings behind the scenes.
Maybe she's Sukuna.
Dun dun dun.
All right, go ahead and
spoilers.
It's theories. Nick, you want to talk about your first opinions on the Sukuna and that special grade fight?
I really thought it was cool. It kind of set the pace for him being like broken. So that he was going to be like super tough, able to take down pretty much any spirit. But like, I think that the more fingers he eats, the stronger he's going to get. So
yeah, and he's only eaten 2 fingers at this point, and he's that strong.
Yeah,
and so one thing I kind of find interesting. So they have him eating 2 fingers and taking down a special grade like that, like with
because Sukuna is still qualified as a special grade, but I think there's going to be some kind of thing down the line where there's a different like levels of special grade, like tiers.
That's where my issue is. It's like they set it up like so we're seeing all these special grades so early. I mean, it's kind of like when in 7 Deadly Sins, how they have power levels and stuff where
so you don't want it to turn out like Guild Thunder where a special grade is this big strong thing and then 10 episodes later a special grade is like jump change.
Yeah, where like Guild Thunder is like the worst part of all of 7 Deadly Sins where season 1
there's a lot of bad things about 7
That's an episode in
itself.
That's an episode in itself.
Probably the worst. But
back to topic. I love that fight.
I do like the fight, but I just don't like how like we're seeing these special grades and they're hyped up like by saying like
well, think about grades. They've only had 2. They introduced 2 special grades. Yeah, because the one in the introduction, all that we've met is 2 special grades. But think about it. The one that they showed in the introduction was only like a second class, right? It was like second or first class. I don't even think it was first. And you saw Megami struggle with it. Like it's not an easy feat.
Yeah.
No, I get that, but like
Yuji gets whooped.
Yuji does get whooped.
And that's the first time you see him get his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have Sakuna at that point, doesn't he?
What?
Nick is talking about the introduction. Tanner's the special grade.
Oh, yeah. Uh,
But the thing is, they did these 2 special grades for 2 reasons. The first one was to show you how strong Sukuna is, because that's 1/10 of his power. And the second one is to show you how just absolutely broken Gojo is. It's not like they're just throwing him out there against
How would
anybody.
the fight be if he was fully incarnated? I'd win.
Yeah, I'd win. It'd be tough, but I think I'd win.
He says it with certainty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that.
I do love that. Just that straight cockiness to him.
Gojo is great. Just wait
It's
until
awesome.
I keep saying it, but the exchange event, man. Just wait for the exchange event.
Facts.
There's a scene in that's really good. All right. Any final thoughts on the Cursed Womb? I thought it was really good, but it was
No, I
short.
thought it was good.
I do think it's good, but like hyping up Sakuna and showing that he can get a special grade low diff, like with 1/10 of his power, it shows me that special grade is going to be a very, very wide margin.
Yes, I agree.
Well, that's the whole purpose, is they don't know enough about.
Yeah, because their special grades don't appear often. When they do, it's anything stronger than a first class.
Yeah. I think that's the whole overarching theme.
I got you. Still, you're introducing like this high tier that.
Yeah.
Like,
would you have
starts really
preferred if
early.
they didn't do like a ranking system at all?
I would prefer that if like they saved the ranking system for later. Like it'd be like if Naruto beat some Hokage equivalent from another village, like at the end of original
Those are just
Naruto.
called Kage.
Whatever, the Kage from a different village, like early on in Naruto. Like,
I mean, he kind of does, doesn't he? Doesn't he go fight the Star People? Or you skip the filler? He fights the Star.
I've watched
Kage.
everything, but
No, I'm
that
talking
doesn't
to
really
Nick.
count.
Yeah, it's filler.
yeah, I'm talking about
Yeah, no, I get you.
like canon. But yeah, like
no, I get you.
that's the thing. Like, you don't want Naruto to beat a Kage when he's not nearly to the point where he wants, where
But
he's
you could
gonna
think
end up
about
being
it the
Hokage.
same way you think about Attack on Titan. Right? Killing a Titan, like we were talking about last time, is a big feat. So maybe we'll see. I don't think it's going to be as populated. I think it's going to calm down with special grades, and you won't see them every 10 chapters.
Because they need like a Sukuna finger to be a special grade. So it's like
right. It has to be technically as strong as 1/10 of Sukuna to be special grade. Which that one that Sukuna killed was very strong.
Yeah, but
if Sukuna wasn't there, those 3 would have died.
Oh, entirely.
Oh yeah, but like that's the thing. Like, is it just gonna be like? So are we just setting up a show or a manga where, the other characters are pretty much, fodder, and all you have to do is hold out for Sukuna or Gojo.
Well, let's just roll on to the next part.
Going into the curse training.
What are our
overall? We'll break this into 2 parts. First, you have Itadori, who they killed off, training, and then you have the Gojo Lava Man fight.
Yeah, so first off, what are your thoughts about when Itadori dies?
I loved the way that they just killed him. Because at the end of it, before the arc started, they're like, one of these 3 is going to die. And then you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
They kill off Yuji.
You're like, Jesus.
For all of 2 pages. And you're just like, what?
It's ridiculous. But you knew they were bringing him back. Like,
he's the main character.
Yeah, everybody knew he was going to be brought back. His training arc was pretty cool.
I loved how he was watching movies.
So
I do like that. That was a really interesting training arc, and it actually made sense. So
it did, because he was controlling his cursed spirit and yada yada yada. And then you have, in this time before he fights him, Lava Man tortures that entire restaurant.
Oh, he burns everybody alive.
Angry because he's mad that
I didn't like him. I saw that and I was like, man, I can't wait till this guy gets his ass
I hate this guy. But the thing is, before you know it, you're like, oh, dude, he's kind of strong. Like, he might beat Gojo.
Yeah. And then Gojo just really
But can he beat Goku?
He's like,
but can he beat Goku?
He's like, try to touch me. He's like,
so
come on,
something that the manga doesn't have that the anime does, Tanner, I think you love it just as much as I do, is when Gojo's explaining curse techniques to Itadori, Itadori's like, wait, so I can't use a Bankai or a Sengan, a power bomb?
No, Regan. He's like, oh no. He's all sad. He's like, no,
Oh,
Sengan.
it's the best. It's
It is
honestly
the
amazing.
funniest animation.
And they just say power bomb in the manga. They do say power
laughed
bomb.
so hard.
It's
He's
so
like,
good. I literally have a clip of it saved on my phone.
oh, same. He's like, no, Dodan Rain, no Rasengan.
Yeah, I can't do no the Sengan.
He's so
Bankai.
crushed.
It's
But
so
like,
good.
it's so true because I would be too. I'd be like, what?
I'm gonna send it to Hogan just because it's too good. I can't wait for him to watch it.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Anyway, let's carry on.
Yeah.
What are you
Should we
sending
do
it on? Are you
should we
texting
do
me or are
our
you sending it in Discord?
I'm just gonna text it to you because it's on my phone.
Send it in Discord so I can watch it on the laptop.
Are we about halfway through the episode?
We're about so let's do trivia while I do
Yeah, I was
that.
about to say.
All right. Trivia time. The score is currently 1-0. Nick has the lead.
The good guys.
1-0.
How
So
are we gonna
the question
decide who
is,
goes first on this one? Numbers again?
number between 1 and 10.
Okay.
You can do that now. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
4.
Nick,
5.
it was 3.
Yes.
Tanner wins. Tanner gets to guess first. All right, I
Okay.
just sent it to Discord. You can watch it after the trivia question. The question is,
Mm-hmm.
what are the first words Unamaki says in the manga?
Who's that?
Fish flakes.
It is fish flakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that's like a 33% chance because fish flakes, salmon, or spicy mayo, right? Or
That's the
something like
only
that.
things he says.
Oh, he's
He
the
can
guy
only
who-
say rice ball ingredients because if not,
Yeah.
he could kill everyone around him.
That's crazy. I almost said salmon, but I didn't.
Good job, Tanner. Proud of you. 1-1.
Loser.
I never even got a chance to.
You wouldn't have
so
got it. There's no way. You can't read.
I didn't know who it was, honestly.
Oh, it's too long. All right, so I'm gonna have to text it to you because it's too long.
Okay. I'll watch it later then.
All right. What's next? Brice there? Did he disappear? Or did I disappear?
No, that was me. I'm muted. I'm gonna edit that
Oh,
clip out. I was talking to my father.
Oh,
it was Skirmy.
oh. I see.
All right, so carrying on. Brings us into what do you think about the upperclassmen? That is Maki, Unamaki, and Panda.
I think they're great. The way they introduce them, they all are like nice people, but
Dude, I love Panda. The
yeah,
best. Panda is best.
they show sympathy, so you're like, oh, maybe.
Yeah, because she's like, what, did somebody die? And then Panda's like, yeah, they died.
Yeah, they did die. She's like, you didn't fucking tell me. She's like, now I just look awful.
Oh, it was great. I love the three of them. Panda is probably my favorite out of the three. But think of how broken Unamaki actually is.
Big time.
Because whatever he says, it turns into reality.
Yeah.
So if he told you to go jump off a bridge, you're going to go jump off a bridge.
Yep. The way they animate him, I think, is really cool too.
Yeah. I will say he does look a lot like Ken Kaneki. He does look like a Ken Kaneki kind of. That's okay though. He's unique enough. Nick, what are your thoughts about the upperclassmen?
I think they're pretty good. I like Panda. I like the idea. He kind of reminds me of like a Beppo.
Who?
It's one of Trafalgar's guys from One Piece. Just
What you don't know is he actually comes from the movie Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, he's actually Poe.
Really?
Poe got put in an anime. No, but I love Panda.
Oh, so
He's
this
great.
is an isekai. This isn't a shonen.
Yeah, no. You thought this was a battle shonen? Shit. This is a
Man.
harem isekai. What do you mean?
With Panda and all his...
Panda's about to pull. All right. Did you watch that video yet, Nick?
I have not. You
Okay.
texted it to me.
I
I'm
did
gonna
text
rewatch
it to all of you. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna edit this blank while we all watch it out.
だから呪術師の実力は才能がほぼ8割って感じなんだよね。大丈夫？いいよ。だから呪術師の実力はサンダーとかファイヤーとかパワーボムとかできると思ってたけど、パワーボムはできるでしょう。見たか？大丈夫？
I want to fire up a Kamehameha.
そのうち君の体には宿儺の術式が刻まれる。
It's a funny
Oh
video.
my gosh, they
And we've
didn't
all
say all
watched it
that.
again.
They didn't say all those things in the manga.
No,
did
the
they?
manga just
Yeah,
said
no.
fire, thunder, and power bomb. But I
Yeah.
love it because they
That's why-
literally popped out like him holding the sign of a Rasengan.
I know.
That's why I was so
Classic.
confused when you were saying that.
Dude, Nick, is it not the funniest thing you've seen though? It's really funny.
It was pretty funny. I actually cannot wait to watch it.
It's really good. You can watch up to the point that we read if you want to.
I'm just gonna wait for it to finish, and then I'm
That's
just
true.
gonna
You can do
watch
that.
it at whatever
Just-
pace I end up
Just
watching it.
don't watch ahead of the reading because I'm genuinely curious to see your reaction to reading it.
Same.
Anyway,
got you.
let's move on to probably the best part about this. The
What?
Gojo Lava Man fight. It is
Oh my God.
phenomenal. Right?
He's
Gojo just gets out the car, says, "Go ahead, I'll catch up."
Yeah, he just toys with them. Just absolutely toys
And then he
with
shows up, and Gojo's like, "Oh, okay, this guy might be strong," and just hits him with one hand, and he flies off. And you're like, "Oh,
them. Oh yeah.
okay, he's not strong."
You see him like think about it for a second.
and then
And
when
then he goes and gets Yuji and he's like, You're
he
so
blocks
weak. And
his
he's-
fire, his weakest strong fire, and then just like chucks him into the river. And he's like, "Oh, this is great," and then just goes and gets Itadori.
I know.
Dude, that was so funny how he's just like, wait, hold on a minute. I thought that was like just insanely funny because I just saw the part in Naruto where Rock Lee was fighting the one Orochimaru guy, and he just was like, "Hey,
the
hold
bone-
on a second, I need to
bone
take
guy?
my medicine."
Yeah.
As he's
Drunk-
in like a death
drunk
battle.
taijutsu.
Well, dude, this is the first time you get to see how broken Gojo is because of the pure fact
Bro, he
that
is that fast.
the one dude, Jogo, expands his domain and it's like a lava.
I
fiery
loved
ashy
that they
thing.
did that because he was like, "Dude, you're in my domain now. Now you're
Yeah.
screwed." And
then
Itadori's
Yuji's
like, "Oh shit, what is
Yeah.
this?"
He's freaking out. And then Gojo's like, you know what can beat a good domain? A
My
great
domain.
My domain.
Dude,
And
how
then-
mind-boggling is his domain though?
What
Infinity?
did he say?
It's
He said it was like
partial
a more.
infinity. You can see pieces of everything, but not the whole picture.
So
It's
That's
confusing.
nuts.
what was the phrase that he used? Did he said more polished domain?
I'll look it up, but keep talking about the fight while I look it up.
So actually, I'm like really close to it, so I will look at it. So
Are you
I think
What
it
are
was
you asking?
chapter what the wording, the exact wording he used.
Unlimited Void?
No, not obviously.
Oh.
it was 15.
It was
in
15.
chapter
Okay, so
15
towards
when-
the end of it.
What are you asking, though?
The
Yeah.
exact wording on what beats a domain.
So he said something like,
A curse technique deployed in the domain will always hit. Always, yes. Your infinity, if you were in any my domain, my jujutsu will reach you, correct? Yep. And then he goes, the most effective counter to domain expansion is to expand your own. When multiple domains are expanded at the same time, the more polished one will reign supreme.
Got it.
yeah.
And then his domain is called Unlimited Void. And then the wording, Lava Man said, I can see and feel everything. The information has no end.
No, he originally said he can't see or feel anything, and then he said, like, switched
And then he
it
said,
to-
no, I can see and feel everything.
Yeah.
And then he said,
yeah.
you're inside my limit. Perceptive communication, something, given everything but unable to do anything. That's what it was.
Well, yeah, dude. He just like I think it's confusing, but it's still awesome.
Yeah, because
And
there's
then he's
literally
just-
infinite information.
Hey, so let me ask you. So does Gojo cross his fingers when he does the unlimited void, just like so that he hopes that it works this time? Like, do you think that there's some time like where he like
That's actually kind of
cross
funny.
where he like crossed his fingers and like it just didn't happen? There wasn't
Well-
like unlimited void.
The thing is, his limitless surrounding his body is subconscious. He doesn't expend any energy to keep it there because he trained himself to do it subconsciously.
Crazy.
So you can't
That's-
hit him because he's expelling zero energy to keep up a barrier that keeps every attack out. That's like
I wish
that's
I could
just
do that.
cheat codes, bro. That's literally
That
just
is a
cheat
cheat
codes.
code.
That's like the Grand Theft Auto like Superman punch cheat code, where you just punch and they fly 20 feet. That's just cheat codes, man.
It's usually a good time.
Yeah.
So I love it. The fight's so good. He
Uh,
bops Jogo.
So what's Rukia's brother's name in
Byakuya.
Bleach? Byakuya? That's who this one dude who talked with all the spirits looks like.
Jogo?
No. The one
Oh.
the human who's working with the curse.
I can't remember his name right now, but
I don't know if they've said it.
he's
I don't
gonna,
think they have.
he's gonna be interesting.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
wondering
really-
like how
'cause
powerful
he's-
he is.
The thing is, he resembles. Never mind. Wait, did we see that part? End of 16. Did we see that other student?
What other student?
The student at the end of one of the exchange students, or is it? No, you only see Toto and Mai.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay, then I'll save it because
Yeah, save it.
So this Byakuya guy or looking guy,
It's
that's what I'm
Jito.
gonna-
Jito. Yeah, it is Jito. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm wondering like how powerful is he? Because
We don't know.
I think
The thing is, I don't think he's that powerful because he literally says if we try to fight, so he can't be on Gojo's level.
I don't think.
yeah, but
anybody
Gojo's like on Goku's level at this point.
can. Untouchable.
Like he's as powerful as we thought Gil Thunder was at the beginning of Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think Gojo's going back anywhere.
Yeah, there's no way.
He does not go backwards because of the stuff that I've seen.
They did
No,
really
I doubt
introduce
it.
a broken character very early, so I'm really interested to see.
But I
how it
like how
plays
he's
out.
the teacher, and he's not like he doesn't fight for the Jujutsu Academy.
Yeah, no, he fights.
He fights for himself. He does whatever
Yeah.
the hell he wants to do,
Facts.
and I think that's great. Like I remember because he shows up to that meeting with the principal, right? Or did we get to that part?
Not yet.
I don't
Okay.
think we've gotten.
But he
that
shows
far.
up and
just-
he's just like, "You're late," and he was like, "Yeah, I know." I love it. It's so good. Speaking
So,
of, Nick, what do you think of the
another
principal?
Kakashi parallel?
Maybe.
Great
What
sense
do you think of the
timing.
principal? Because you met him when Yuji had his interview.
Okay, so this is kind of interesting. He kind of reminds me of the principal from Assassination Classroom. So
That he's kind of just conniving.
that he's conniving, but he's also like trying to work to have like the most success from from his students
Yeah.
or from his school. You know,
Yeah.
so I feel like that maybe the way like I don't think he's like a villain, like in the sense that like he's trying to, take over or like get rid of certain people. I just think that he tries to keep the best interest of everybody.
I think
know?
he's a lot like Gojo. That's why they get along so well. But he's a lot more textbook than Gojo.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, why would we kill Yuji? This is dumb. He's very strong. We can use him right now. Why would we kill him?
Yeah. But he still makes him prove himself, which is cool.
Yes, he does. And I love how he's a cursed doll expert. I love the cursed doll.
Yeah, it's mad
idea,
weird. It's so different.
Which they hinted at a lot of stuff in that interview that you probably can't pick up on yet, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good though. So then that's pretty much everything. Well, what do you think of Toto and
And
Mai?
you just get a small glimpse, but you can tell
You
Toto's
see,
like,
you can
not
tell
all
Toto's
there.
personality.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
Toto is great.
like this dude's off.
Yeah, he just like ripping his shirt off right away just to like start a fight. Like, come on, dude.
Hell yeah. And then Mai, she's just mean.
I think he's a great character. I love him.
I agree.
I also know more. At this point, when I was watching it, I was like, dude, fuck this guy.
Yeah,
like, this guy's a dick.
Like, at this point, he sucks.
And you're like, dude, Mai's kind of badass, right?
Yeah, she's a baddie.
I'm not going that far. I'm just saying she's kind of badass.
I'm saying Mai's a baddie.
I think Maki's better, but whatever.
You would like the good girl.
Good girl? What do you mean? You know her backstory.
Honestly, it's hard for me to like pick out waifus from manga.
That's true. It's kind of hard to see it. That's fair.
Like in anime, for sure. Like you see some like top notch, like a Rias or Akano or Nami. You know, you see a top notch. Like
Two references from High School DxD. Two of them. God.
I've only seen 6 episodes, so don't get on me too hard.
He's coming out with the 2-for-1 special.
Mm-hmm.
Kasumi's definitely the biggest waifu already, though. Okay. Oh, she hasn't happened yet, has she?
Yeah, I was about to say she hasn't happened yet. I was trying to think of when the hell she showed up. I was like,
edit that out. Edit that out.
Not editing it out.
Mai's still the baddest.
Like, honestly, I don't like look for waifus when I'm reading manga.
You're right. Like, they just come looking for me.
Oh my god, I'm done. I'm done. We're done with the episode.
Let's take away his point for the trivia question for that one.
Nope, he's keeping it. He has a 1.
I'm keeping that point. No way.
Damn, he didn't have to think about it too. He was like, fish flakes. Easy clap.
I wonder how I say.
I didn't even know who you were talking about at first.
Well, definitely, honestly, you weren't going to get the point. Then.
Well, honestly, it's because we've been using 2 different names for everybody.
But he's Toa. It's like T-O something. Toa Inamaki, but they only ever call him Inamaki.
Yeah.
Inamaki Sensei.
Mm-hmm. Because he's a second year.
Or was it senpai? I don't know the Japanese.
We're gonna have to look into that.
I've looked it up like 5 times, but it's difficult.
Definitely.
It's really funny. That's some cultural thing that's so easy for them. Like it's natural for them to say it. But like none of us, it takes 20 times to even learn what each of them is.
Well, yeah, just shows you that respect is not a big thing in our culture.
That's why tight kubo is such a hot topic. It's like not respectful.
Straight up.
Any final thoughts on everything we've read so far?
I'm enjoying it. I think if you read and watch the animation at the same time, like you just go on pace, you'll enjoy it even more.
Mm-hmm. I get it. I'm with it.
I think it's pretty good.
Until we surpass it.
This is just so much introductory stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like after this, they're not introducing that much more, right?
Yeah.
They add the other students from the other school, and they add 1 character. Okay, they add 3 characters.
Mm-hmm.
Mahito they add, and then they add your boy, and then your other boy. I can't remember names right now. I'll need to read it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's really good.
For sure.
No final thoughts on anyone else. Then we'll move on to wrapping it up. Nick, you want to say something?
Definitely for next time, I'm gonna take a little bit more notes.
Nick, writing 1 sentence is taking more for today. I'm shocked. You usually roll with most. You have the most notes out of all usually.
I know. I probably still have the most notes total.
That's episode by episode. I reset it every time. Turn the page in the notebook.
Well, you know what? We can't all go 16-0, so
I do. Right. Wrapping it up there. I mean, you both 1 and 7 for trivia, so
yeah. You're not wrong.
Well, I got the 1
thoughts?
right that really matters.
No, I don't have any final thoughts. Right? I enjoyed myself.
We needed a topic for next week.
I'd say we run with
my time machine.
I'd say we run with like maybe some sort of best characters of some sort. You think?
I mean, what we could do is we could do Jujutsu next week, and then take a break for Jujutsu for a week, just because we're all talking about it already.
Yeah, I'd say let's do that, and then we can get a better plan in place.
But the thing is, the chapter layout we did was a lot for 1 week.
I'm not doing I'm not doing
That's a
40
lot.
chapters. in a
Exchange
week.
event.
Well, you can't skip a whole arc.
Oh, you're right. I can't.
You can't just skip the training. I forget what it's called. The Mahito
Actually,
arc.
you can. I've heard about the.
Oh no, we're not
heard
doing
about
it again.
We're not skipping the
the
Mahito arc.
Promised Neverland anime just completely skips the whole battle arc.
That's a fair point. They did just skip a whole arc.
They're just like, fuck it. Let's just.
Yeah, screw this arc, which people said is their favorite arc. Yeah, screw what is it, Golden Lake or something like that?
Golden Time?
Mm.
No, that's
I've
an
never
anime,
watched it.
isn't it?
No, it's like something lake.
You've never watched season 1?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's on Netflix.
I'll
Hey,
give it
maybe
a watch.
we'll do Promised Neverland season 1 next. It's short, right? It's 12 episodes.
No, I believe it's 24.
Oh, is it
that's
24?
short.
24 is a little much.
Yeah, I've got a big
Um,
week. So let's just do Jujutsu Kaisen training arc.
The Mahito arc?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do Mahito. That's only 10 chapters, though. It's not a whole. I guess we'll just do a shorter one.
Yeah, we can just do that.
So let me look up the actual numbers on. That'll be 17 to 31.
For those of you reading along.
That's not that short. 17 to 31. That's really not that short.
Nice.
That's a good. Then we can. Okay, because I wanted to dedicate a whole episode to the exchange event because it's longer. So 17 to 31 next week, and then we'll take a break for a week and then do the exchange event. That gives us a week to figure out what the hell we're going to talk about.
Nice.
I like it. Good stuff. Any final thoughts, guys?
No, I'm all good, man.
I love Jujutsu Kaisen, so excited to see where it goes. I hope it keeps on pace. I think it should.
I think it's doing all right. I'm gonna say I liked Mashal. Got hooked into Mashal a lot quicker than Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
But I think it was because Mashal had a lot better comedy in it.
Well, yeah, and Jujutsu Kaisen is literally it's not a comedy show. The comic relief is the main character. That's the comic relief.
Straight up.
I think
Well, all right,
Itadori
guys.
is just dumb. I love him though. He's a lovable idiot. All right, good stuff.
Great.
Tanner's yawning, so we got to end the episode.
I am yawning. I got a big day tomorrow at work, so it was a good time, guys.
Good time, always.
Thanks for tuning in.
Share the podcast. Tell your family. Tell your friends. Tell your mother. If they're
Like,
not in
comment,
family.
subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys next week where we talk about the Mahito arc. See ya.